This video was created by, produced by, and narrated by Gavin. Conflict is the main cause of the Civil War. I'm going to be talking about many causes, but the first one is slavery. Slavery is the practice or system of owning slaves. The North and South did not agree, therefore being conflict. The Fugitive Slave Law was another cause. This law was mainly about what to do if a slave ran away. If an officer found a slave that was a runaway and didn't arrest him, he could be fined $1,000. At the same time, if someone was caught helping a slave, then they could go to jail for 6 years and be fined $1,000. Number 3, Frederick Douglass, the first great black public speaker. He was the son of a slave and a white man, and then he had to go to Baltimore in 1826. He was taught to read and write by Sophia Auld until her husband forbade it. Then he taught himself in secret. He read newspapers about slavery and abolitionists. Then he married and went to New Bedford. During his time, he tried many times to escape slavery. And number 4, John Brown, a man of action. He tried to raid Harper's Ferry with 21 men, and his goal was to arm slaves. But soon, local farmers, militiamen, and Marines of Robert E. Lee stopped them. Within 36 hours, most of his men had either died or been captured. Number 5, abolitionists. A man of the name of William Lloyd Garrison wrote in The Liberator, a newspaper, about abolishing slavery. Many people agreed, calling themselves abolitionists. The South seceded for many reasons, but they all revolved around conflict. The old Union states, one by one, seceded from the North in just 6 months. This was a turning point and was the main reason that the Civil War started. People were angered, mainly the people in the North. And number 7, jealousy between the North and the South, and factories and plantations. The North was jealous of the South's plantations because of all the money that came in from the trade of raw materials to other countries that were in the triangular trade. The South was jealous of the North's factories because of all the equipment that could do the work fast and precise. Number 8, states' rights versus federal government. Most of the North was for federal government, but most of the South were for states' rights. The South were for states' rights because they thought that they deserved to make big decisions for themselves. The North was for federal government because they thought that the government should make the decisions for the states. And lastly, Sumner versus Butler. It all started when Senator Charles Sumner blasted 3 men, including the old and sick Senator of South Carolina, Andrew Butler. Mr. Butler's cousin, Preston Brooks, got angered, and he started to beat Charles Sumner with a crane at his desk. Obviously, conflict was the cause of the Civil War.